Arabia criticizes Israel's strategy on Gaza. More details from AP correspondent Charles Ledesma.
Normalize relations with Israel or contribute to Gaza's reconstruction without a pathway to a solution to the conflict that includes the creation of a Palestinian state. Prince Faisal bin Farhan's remarks with CNN late Sunday are some of the most direct yet from Saudi officials. They run counter to Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu's rejection of Palestinian statehood and plans for open-ended military control over Gaza. The dispute over Gaza's future, as the war still rages with no end in sight, pits the US and its Arab allies against Israel and poses a major obstacle to any plans for governance. I'm Charles Ledesma.
The U.S. military says the search for 2 Navy SEALs lost in the Arabian Sea during a boarding mission is now considered a recovery effort. AP correspondent Jennifer King explains.
In a statement, U.S. Central Command says that after an exhaustive search since January 11th, the 2 Navy SEALs have not been located and their status has been changed to deceased. CENTCOM Commander General Michael Eric Kurilla says, "We mourn the loss of our 2 naval special warfare warriors and will forever honor their sacrifice and example." The military says that the SEALs were boarding an unflagged dhow from a special operations combat craft off the coast of Somalia when one commando was knocked into the water by high waves and the other immediately jumped in after his teammate. The rest of the team eventually seized an array of Iranian-made weaponry.
We interdicted a ship that was likely heading towards Houthi-controlled territory in Yemen.
Pentagon Deputy Spokeswoman Sabrina Singh.
That had housed or was carrying warheads, other weapons and capabilities that they've been using to launch weapons into the Red Sea.
Jennifer King, Washington.
More at voanews.com. This is VOA News. The U.S. Navy's top Mideast commander says Iran is very directly involved in ship attacks by Yemen's Houthi rebels during Israel's war against Hamas. Vice Admiral Brad Cooper, the head of the Navy's 5th Fleet, stopped short of saying Tehran directed individual attacks by the Houthis in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. However, Cooper acknowledged in an interview with the Associated Press Monday that attacks associated with Iran have expanded from previously threatening just the Persian Gulf and its Strait of Hormuz into waters across the wider Middle East. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk is vowing to keep supporting Ukraine against Russia's nearly 2-year-old invasion. During a trip to the Ukrainian capital, Tusk is also looking to settle differences between Warsaw and Kyiv over grain shipments and trucking that have soured relations between the neighbors. New Hampshire residents voted in their presidential primary Tuesday with one less candidate to choose. AP correspondent Jackie Quinn.
Even before the nation's second presidential contest,
I am today suspending my campaign.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis ended his presidential bid Sunday with a videotaped message.
The majority of Republican primary voters want to give Donald Trump another chance.
And gave his endorsement.
Trump is superior to the current incumbent, Joe Biden.
DeSantis came in second in Iowa, but 30 points behind Trump, and took a parting shot at rival Nikki Haley.
We can't go back to the old Republican guard of yesteryear, a repackaged form of warmed-over corporatism that Nikki Haley represents.
Haley's been out in New Hampshire, shaking hands and holding rallies.
Do we want more of the same, or do you want something different?
Trying to put a dent into Donald Trump's New Hampshire support. I'm Jackie Quinn.
At a campaign rally in Rochester, New Hampshire, on Sunday, Republican frontrunner Donald Trump says border security and cheaper energy will be priorities on day one if he wins.
As soon as I lift my hand from the Bible as your 47th president, I will seal the border, shut down the invasion of millions and millions of people coming into our country, and we will start an energy revolution. We have more than anybody else. We're going to resume that drilling.
Sub-freezing conditions and treacherous roadways still contribute to dozens of deaths across the United States, where states as far south as Texas and Florida remain gripped by deadly Arctic weather Sunday. But the humbling and numbing cold is supposed to ease in the coming days. Memphis major utility provider says crews are making progress toward restoring water service over the next 24 hours to most of the area.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.